we have two major holidays in the United States commemorate and honor people who have served and people who have died in the military. So in May, the last, I believe it is the last Monday in May, is Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is meant to commemorate those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, those who have died in the service of their country. I actually have an article here. This is from the Punta Gorda Herald from May of 1930. And the headline is Decoration Day Observed Here in a Fitting Way. Soldiers' graves at Charlotte Harbor and on Alapache decorated, right? So here you have the continuation of this tradition where men and women are going out and decorating the graves. Now this will continue up until after World War II. Now after World War II, you start to see a shift away from the term Decoration Day to Memorial Day. Now in November, right, November 11th is Veterans Day. So, and this has a history in Armistice Day from after World War I. Veterans Day is formalized as a day to remember all those that have served under Dwight Eisenhower in 1954. Especially in our modern age, we tend to associate certain holidays with certain times of the year, right? So Memorial Day is seen as the gateway to summer, right? Summer has officially begun. Now, maybe not here in Southwest Florida, but generally speaking, Memorial Day is this gateway to summer. Labor Day, right, marks kind of that transition to the fall. But I think it's really important that we remember what this holiday and what this day is really about. And it does not mean that you shouldn't have a barbecue or that you shouldn't watch the Indy 500 or something like that. But I think it is important. I mean, if we think back historically, the dedication of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers for World War II and Korea occur on Memorial Day in 1958. This is not a coincidence, right? That the ceremony, the somber occasion to remember the men, those two specific unknowns from those wars, is placed on Memorial Day for a very specific reason, because that day has such a commemorative and a somber commemorative association. The National World War II Memorial on the Mall in DC was also dedicated on Memorial Day. So I think, right, there is this long-standing tradition of somber reflection and commemoration associated with Memorial Day, and I think we need to make sure we remember that. For example, here in Charlotte County, in the Carl A. Bailey Cemetery, the gentleman for who that cemetery is now named, Carl Bailey, was serving during the Korean War, and after the wartime is over, but while he is still in service, he is killed in an accident. So, right, yes, you're absolutely right, where we remember those who have died, even if it is beyond the boundaries, but if they are still in service, then yes, absolutely, we want to remember those men and women on Memorial Day. As someone who, in previous work, has studied the memory of war and examined that, you know, whether that be the creation of memorials like the one you see behind us, or behind me rather, whether that be through poems or literature or film, right? There's so many different ways that Americans have commemorated war. And I think just by remembering these dates or by visiting these memorials or talking to people who have been through those conflicts and who would maybe be willing to talk about their service, right? To learn about people in your family or learn about people in your community who gave the ultimate sacrifice. I think that is what we can do. That is what we as citizens of Charlotte County, but that's what we can do as Americans too. You know, here in just a few years, we're going to be coming up on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, right? And I think this gives us a time, you know, where, okay, Florida may not have really been too much involved in the war for independence, but I think it gives the nation a collective moment to look back and remember on that event and remember everything that has happened since. And why are these dates important? Why is it that we still remember June 6th? Why is it that we remember Memorial Day, Armed Forces Day, Veterans Day? Why do these stick in our memory, right? And it's because we've either known people that have died in service. We know veterans. We have been to the memorials in Washington, D.C., and you can see that. You feel that. It truly is. Anybody that has never been, it truly is an experience to walk those memorials. And while they all have special meaning, since we are here with the Vietnam Wall behind us, there is nothing like walking that memorial in Washington, D.C. There really is not. And it truly is so powerful because you are confronted with the names of those individuals who died. It's not just a block of stone or a piece of granite. You see yourself and you see those men and women at the same time. And it truly is a powerful experience. And so I think when we think about Memorial Day and we think about, the service and the sacrifice in this country, I think all of these things fit into that. And I think it is truly important that even if you take 2 minutes, on that Memorial Day, or 2 minutes on Veterans Day in November, just take a minute to remember, and carry on that legacy so that we don't forget, because that is certainly something that we would not want to do.